Yeah.
So welcome back to CETV, mate. I am pumped. The Saw Man is very excited about this new camera, the X-T4. Mate, we've all been talking about this and waiting for this for a long time. Welcome, Warwick Williams.
Thank you very much, Saul.
National trainer from Fujifilm Australia. Mate, you got to tell me what's going on here. Why did they make this? I mean, the X-T3 was awesome. Has this got IBIS? What has it got?
Yeah, it's got a lot. So,
okay, hit me up.
If you remember the last time I was here, we talked about how I was really happy with X Pro 3 and the picture quality and all that. They've packed all of that.
I left a teaser in the end of the video about will there be an XT discussion at some point.
All of that plus in-body image stabilization. So yes, it has IBIS in here.
How many stops?
It obviously looks like a it looks like an XT camera.
Yeah.
But there's so many changes to it.
I see a lot of the button configurations the same. You got the view mode, LCD,
but there are
viewfinder.
very subtle changes in a lot of things in here. Button positions have been altered ever so slightly.
This is where you guys take advice from the professionals and you take their feedback into a camera.
And even if you look at you can't really see it because even if you look at the actual strap clips, they've even changed those a little bit. We now have little plastic retaining clips on there so the little leather things don't ride up. There's been a lot of subtle changes to make this a better product.
And the stops within the IBIS?
So it should be 5-stop image stabilization.
That's brilliant.
It's still early, but...
is that the same as on the GF100?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So there's a lot of subtle changes, but they've made this camera incredibly well. Now,
was that joystick button on the back of the X-T3?
Yes,
it was.
But one interesting thing is we have actually retained the D-pad buttons.
Okay.
So on a lot of the cameras, we're removing those, and there was a bit of an outcry.
But this is a pro camera. I mean, this is designed for pros.
And there are so many functions on here. It's nice to have those D-pad buttons, even just for function buttons rather than...
Actually, it's a tiny little thing, but I've got to mention it. A lot of people may or may not know this, but on the top in the shutter button is an internal thread. So you can screw in an old school cable release.
We talked about removing that, but people like that.
But is there an electric cable as well?
There is electric cable release.
You
can actually. There's a little port on the side here where you can actually plug in your remote.
So you can use the old school one or electric.
Old school. You can use your phone. You can.
Of course.
You can use literally the old school.
Talk to me about the card slots.
Card slots has changed a little bit. They're still UHS 2, but one on top of the other rather than side by side. So, So UHS 2 for the dual contact cards.
Fantastic. And you can just go RAW on one card, JPEG on the other, or just have a continuous flow.
Yes. Yeah. Backup, JPEG, RAW, sequential.
Yeah, that's a pro camera. You need dual card slots.
And
you don't need, but it's certainly helpful.
First XT camera with the flip around screen as well.
Wow. So you guys really listen to the pros.
So you can have the screen.
It's something that gets asked about a lot. It's very useful.
Have the screen on the back.
Even the videographer's nodding his head. He's standing back there.
Or of course, for storage. Or if you're like me, you just, because without my glasses, I can't see the screen.
But you've got diopter correction, right?
So, absolutely.
In the viewfinder,
and that's why the viewfinder is so
always
important to me. Yeah, I can do everything through the viewfinder nice and quick.
Is it a brighter viewfinder?
Yeah, brighter, higher
I heard it was. Yeah. I heard it was going to be coming. The ISO I've heard is phenomenal.
Yeah, well, very low noise, very high sensitivity, and easy to control, easy to use. But the picture quality on here is really good. I'm so happy with the performance is up on the camera. Something else also, the switch here that we're used to select your metering or photometry using Fuji speak. Is now a switch that selects between moving
Actually, I challenge you, is that a word that Fujifilm came up with, photometry, or somebody else? I want to see some comments flying, people who come up with photometry.
So we have selecting video mode, movie mode, or still camera mode.
Okay.
Now, the reason for that is because now you have two complete separate menus, one entirely for video and one entirely for still.
So they have thought about videographers, obviously. I mean, the screen alone will be helpful. It's 4K at how many frames per second?
Up to 60 frames per second.
That's a big jump.
So,
that's a big jump. Yeah.
But this is still a pre-production unit, so they're could still
we're
be some
honoured that you,
additional. There could still be some additional
brought it to
features
show us.
added to it.
Yeah, I noticed that a few different do that with new products.
Yeah.
They keep building the
Oh,
firmware
absolutely.
and releasing it even right up until it sort of
Yeah.
gets into store. And then even it might be in store for a few weeks and then there's a new firmware. So,
Well, as soon as people start talking about it, and people have been talking about this for so long, and of course we take that feedback on board, and it wouldn't be the first time features have appeared at the request of people.
yeah, right. Oh, there you go. So movie and still.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm excited. What about the AF points?
425 up to if you want to expand.
Jeez.
So it's 117 or 425.
That's a massive jump.
Yeah. So there's
I should be jumping up and down, like Mr. Cruz.
100% coverage. Unfortunately, I don't have the grip here either, but there's a grip.
So there's grip available?
There's a
Hello,
grip.
you
I
just
should actually
let something out
also
the
point
bag.
out something else. New battery.
No. You guys have had the same battery system forever, so oh my god, is it more milliamps? Why have you done
It is. It's a bigger, more powerful battery.
NPW235?
You're probably not going to get a massive increase in numbers of frames, but what it means is you can have the image stabilizer on, and you can still shoot the usual number of frames. So
Fantastic. I think the image stabilizer is a big win for you guys. For future, to have that
for this, and given that the camera isn't that much bigger, and if you are looking at the camera, it might look a little bit bigger. That's actually because this area here on the prism, dare I call it that, is actually a little bit wider than previous models, and that sort of gives it a little bit of a wider look. But in actual fact, the camera is almost the same size as it is a little bit.
How many frames per second do you think?
Frames per second in shooting, well, it's 15 frames per second mechanical, and then you can go up to 20 frames per second in electronic shutter mode, and then 30 frames per second in cropped mode.
Wow.
So you get a 16 megapixel image.
Yeah, but
And
still.
remember, that's
I think
that's
the first-
X-Trans
The
resolution.
first X100 was 16 megapixel, the first
yeah.
one? Yeah.
But this, of course, uses our
Yeah, got stunning
X-Trans,
images.
X-Trans system, which is designed to give you that full frame picture quality.
So
from a
26.2
non-full-frame
megapixel.
sensor. Sorry?
26.2?
26.1.
26.1, give or take 0.1. He's a man of precision, ladies and gentlemen. Mate, we are so honoured. I can't even think what to say. There's been so many improvements.
Yeah.
Okay, so get your orders in. Deal with our awesome team at Camera Electronic. A huge thank you to everyone that subscribes, and please keep joining our newsletter and learning about more new products from CETV. Soulman Frank, huge thanks to Warwick Williams.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.